The Longest Day, a 1962 war movie, had an extensive casting process to ensure historical accuracy and compelling performances. Darryl F. Zanuck, the producer, wanted a star-studded cast for this epic film about the D-Day invasion. John Wayne, an iconic American actor, was a natural choice for the role of Lieutenant Colonel Benjamin Vandervoort. Wayne's tough, rugged image matched the character's persona. However, Wayne initially declined the offer due to his discomfort with portraying a real-life figure. After much persuasion, he agreed to take the part. Sean Connery, not yet a household name, was chosen to play Private Flanagan, a role that required a relatively unknown actor. Connery's performance in another film caught the eye of the casting directors, leading to his casting in The Longest Day. Robert Mitchum, a seasoned actor, was selected for the role of General Norman Cota. Mitchum's authoritative screen presence and ability to convey strong leadership made him a suitable fit for the part. Earl Hammond, a prolific voice actor, was chosen to dub the voice of German Field Marshal Erwin Rommel, played by the late Albert Finney. Hammond's deep, resonant voice provided the necessary gravitas for the role. The casting of Richard Burton as Major David Campbell sparked some controversy. Burton was initially reluctant to take the part, fearing it would glorify war. However, he eventually agreed, delivering a powerful performance that earned him critical acclaim. The ensemble cast also included other notable actors such as Henry Fonda, Rod Steiger, and Robert Wagner. The film's success can be attributed to the careful selection of actors who could bring authenticity and depth to their roles, creating a memorable cinematic experience for audiences. The Longest Day, released in 1962, was directed by a team of distinguished filmmakers, including Ken Anakin, Andrew Martin, and Bernhard Wicki. The directors aimed to create a realistic and authentic portrayal of the D-Day invasion during World War II. To achieve this, they drew inspiration from historical accounts, interviews with veterans, and the book The Longest Day by Cornelius Ryan. The directors adopted a documentary-style approach, employing a large cast of over 500 actors and relying on location shooting to lend authenticity to the film. They used multiple cameras and natural lighting to capture the raw intensity of the battle scenes. The directors also employed a split-screen technique to show different perspectives of the same event simultaneously, enhancing the film's realism. The cast was a mix of established stars, such as John Wayne, Henry Fonda, and Sean Connery, and lesser-known actors. The directors worked closely with the cast to ensure their performances were grounded in reality. They encouraged the actors to interact with their surroundings and improvise their lines, adding to the film's authenticity. The crew was also crucial to the director's vision. Cinematographer Walter Waditz used a handheld camera to capture the chaos and confusion of the battle scenes. Art directors Ted Hayworth and Morris Pelling recreated the historical settings with meticulous detail. The film score, composed by Morris Jarre, complemented the action on screen and heightened the emotional impact. In summary, the directors of The Longest Day approached the film with a commitment to realism and authenticity. They drew inspiration from historical accounts, employed a large cast and crew, and used a documentary-style approach to bring the story to life. The result is a powerful and enduring film that remains a testament to the bravery and sacrifice of those who fought in World War II. The Longest Day, a film from 1962, takes us back to a pivotal moment in history, the D-Day invasion of Normandy during World War II. It's a movie that brings together an ensemble cast to portray the events of that day from various perspectives. What makes this movie stand out are the real-life accounts it's based on, giving us a glimpse into the bravery and strategy behind one of the largest military operations. One fascinating fact about this movie is that it employed actual military personnel from different countries to bring authenticity to the battle scenes. Another is that some of the actors were World War II veterans themselves, adding depth to their performances. This film remains a symbol of the industry because of its honest portrayal of war, showing not just the heroism but also the human side of conflict. It doesn't shy away from the harsh realities faced by soldiers and civilians alike. Now, we'd love to hear from you. What is your most cherished memory or personal experience related to The Longest Day? Your stories and memories are important to us, so please share them in the comments below. Keep watching as we explore more surprising, funny, and touching facts about this memorable movie. The Longest Day, a 1962 movie, is known for its impressive set design and locations. The film, which depicts the D-Day invasion during World War II, was shot in various places such as France, England, and Ireland to capture the authenticity of the story. The set design was a massive undertaking. For instance, the Omaha beach scene was constructed at a cost of $1 million. It featured actual military vehicles and thousands of extras, creating an incredibly realistic scene. The film's producers even managed to secure a decommissioned German tank for the production. Logistical challenges were abundant. Coordinating the movements of thousands of extras, military vehicles, and film crew was a colossal task. Adding to the complexity, the film was shot in black and white, which required careful control over lighting and shadows. In terms of innovative techniques, the film used a unique approach to storytelling. It was one of the first major war films to use multiple perspectives, telling the story from the viewpoints of both Allied and German soldiers. This narrative style added depth and complexity to the story, making it more engaging for viewers. Despite the challenges, the production team managed to create a compelling and authentic film that remains a classic in the war genre. The Longest Day is a testament to the power of detailed set design, careful planning, and innovative storytelling techniques. The Longest Day, a 1962 film, recounts the events leading up to the D-Day invasion during World War II. The movie is known for its grand scale and impressive retelling of historical events, as well as its use of international stars such as Sean Connery and Gert Frobe. It offers a unique perspective by depicting the preparations and events of D-Day from both the Allied and German viewpoints. While some may find it to be a historical curiosity, others argue that it is overrated and tedious. Criticisms include hours of tedious exposition, wooden acting, and cliché-ridden dialogue. The cinematography has also been criticized for not aging well. John Wayne and Robert Mitchum are two notable American actors who appear in the film, but their performances have been described as less than impressive. Some argue that their roles were not challenging and that they struggled to deliver convincing performances. Despite these criticisms, The Longest Day is notable for its ambitious scope and attention to detail. It won 2 Oscars and serves as a reminder of the terrible cost of war. The film's recreations of battle scenes are particularly impressive and make it an indispensable classic for history buffs and film enthusiasts alike. In conclusion, The Longest Day is a grand retelling of the events leading up to D-Day, offering a unique perspective and impressive recreations of historical events. While some may find it to be tedious and overrated, others argue that it is an indispensable classic that serves as a powerful reminder of the terrible cost of war. The Longest Day, a 1962 war film, features a remarkable musical score and soundtrack that significantly contributes to its emotional power and historical authenticity. The score was composed by Maurice Jarre, known for his work in films like Lawrence of Arabia and Dr. Zhivago. Jarre's score is primarily orchestral, capturing the grandeur and tension of the D-Day invasion. He skillfully uses different musical themes to represent various nations involved, subtly emphasizing the international cooperation in the operation. The music swells in dramatic moments, such as the landing scenes, enhancing the viewer's emotional engagement. The soundtrack also includes popular songs from the era, like The Longest Day sung by Mort Schumann, which plays during the opening credits. These songs provide a contrast to Jarre's score, adding a layer of nostalgia and historical context. Interviews with Jarre reveal his meticulous approach to composing. He studied military music to create authentic-sounding marches and hymns. He also aimed to reflect the characters' emotions, such as the fear and determination of the soldiers. Musicians involved in the film's production, like concertmaster Nathan Caproff, have spoken about the intense recording sessions. Caproff recalled the pressure of recording the score live during filming, a common practice at the time, to ensure synchronization with the action on screen. In summary, the creation of The Longest Day score and soundtrack involved careful research, skilled composition, and precise performance. The music complements the narrative and emotional tone, enhancing the viewer's experience of this historic film. The Longest Day holds the distinction of being the highest-grossing black and white movie until the release of Schindler's List in 1993. The film is known for its ensemble cast, including Peter Lawford, whose biography can be found in the Scribner Encyclopedia of American Lives. Tom Tryon, another actor in the film, had a notable experience while filming The Cardinal. He was nominated for a Golden Globe for his role, but suffered under the abusive treatment of director Otto Preminger. Preminger fired Tryon in front of his parents, only to rehire him after seeing that Tryon had been sufficiently humiliated. This experience was a turning point for Tryon, who eventually left acting to become a writer. One of the most iconic scenes in The Longest Day is the airborne invasion sequence, where Allied paratroopers drop into occupied France. The scene's direction, performance, and cinematography create a tense and thrilling atmosphere. According to the film's military advisor, General James M. Gavin, the paratrooper sequence was as close to real as you could get. This realism was achieved through the use of actual aircraft, paratroopers, and equipment, lending authenticity and impact. Another memorable scene is the beach landings, which were filmed on the actual locations where the historical events took place. Cinematographer Jean Burgoyne utilized wide-angle lenses and handheld cameras to capture the chaos and scale of the invasion. Actor Robert Mitchum, who played General Norman Cota, recalled, "We had real amphibious tanks, real landing craft, real bullets, and real explosions." The combination of realism and powerful performances from the cast, including John Wayne and Richard Burton, made this sequence unforgettable. The film's climactic scene, the battle for St. Miraglais, is a standout due to its combination of tension, drama, and historical accuracy. The filmmakers consulted with veterans and used detailed models to recreate the town and its surroundings. Actor Red Buttons, who portrayed Private John Steele, described the experience as something I'll never forget. The care and attention to detail were extraordinary. This scene left a lasting impact on audiences, bringing history to life in a vivid and engaging way. Donald Houston, a talented actor, made his first stage appearance in London in 1947, featuring in Ibsen's The Master Builder at the Arts Theatre. Henry Fonda, another acting great, delivered a performance as Tom Joad in The Grapes of Wrath that earned him the number 51 spot on Premiere Magazine's 100 Greatest Performances of All Time. Richard Burton, a Welshman known for his distinctive voice and powerful performances, had an impressive lineup of projects lined up at the time of his death in 1984. He was set to reprise his role as Colonel Alan Faulkner in Wild Geese Roman II, and had agreed to star in a remake of Graham Greene's The Quiet American. Although Wild Geese 2 went forward with Edward Fox taking over his part, the production of The Quiet American was unfortunately canceled. These actors' dedication to their craft and the memorable characters they brought to life have left an indelible mark on the world of cinema. The 1962 movie The Longest Day made a significant cultural and social impact, leaving a lasting impression on audiences and influencing pop culture. The film, which depicted the D-Day invasion during World War II, was unique for its time as it featured an ensemble cast of international stars, enhancing its appeal and reach. Audiences were deeply moved by the movie's realistic portrayal of the events and the human struggle involved. It served as a poignant reminder of the sacrifices made by soldiers and civilians during the war. The film's resonance was such that it sparked renewed interest in World War II history and the D-Day invasion. The Longest Day also had a significant impact on pop culture. It set a new standard for war films, emphasizing historical accuracy and realism. This approach influenced many subsequent war movies, which adopted similar storytelling techniques and production values. The film's impact extended to television and literature as well, inspiring numerous adaptations and reinterpretations of the D-Day story. The movie contributed to discussions on relevant social and cultural themes. It highlighted the courage, resilience, and unity of the Allied forces, values that were highly relevant during the Cold War era. The film also underscored the horrors of war and the importance of peace, which resonated with audiences worldwide. In summary, The Longest Day made a profound cultural and social impact through its realistic portrayal of the D-Day invasion, its influence on pop culture, and its contribution to discussions on relevant social and cultural themes. Peter Lawford's role in Advise and Consent caused discontent in the Kennedy administration as he played a libertine senator. In the same time period, ACAC was the slang term for anti-aircraft fire, with AC being a phonetic alphabet letter equivalent. John Wayne's career stood out amongst his contemporaries. By the early 1970s, Humphrey Bogart, Tyrone Power, Errol Flynn, Clark Gable, Spencer Tracy, Paul Mooney, and Gary Cooper had passed away. James Cagney and Cary Grant both retired at 62. Meanwhile, the careers of other actors, such as Henry Fonda and James Stewart, declined considerably, with both ending up in canceled television series. Wayne, however, continued to be a prominent figure in movies until 1976, remaining one of the top 10 box office stars until 1974. His career surpassed that of many of his peers who faced career decline or retirement. The 1962 movie The Longest Day received critical acclaim for its epic portrayal of the D-Day invasion during World War II. Key reviews highlighted the film's historical accuracy, impressive ensemble cast, and ambitious scope. Bosley Crowther of the New York Times praised the film as a brilliant, massive, and authentic recreation of the staggering events of June 6, 1944. Audience reactions were overwhelmingly positive, with many praising the film's attention to detail and realistic battle scenes. The Longest Day was also a commercial success, grossing over $50 million at the box office. The film received numerous awards and nominations, including 2 Academy Awards for Best Special Effects and Best Cinematography. It was also nominated for Best Picture, Best Screenplay, and Best Film Editing. The film's accolades are a testament to the hard work and dedication of the cast and crew, and serve as a reminder of the enduring power of cinema to bring history to life. These accolades not only validate the film's quality, but also honor the real-life heroes of D-Day. The film's success helped to preserve the memory of this pivotal moment in history and ensure that future generations would learn about its significance. The Longest Day remains a classic war film, celebrated for its historical accuracy, impressive visuals, and powerful storytelling. Richard Dawson, known for his appearance on The Gong Show, played a role in The Longest Day. Interestingly, Hans Christian Blech, who portrayed Werner Pluskat, had real scars on his face from WW2 injuries. During filming, the crew discovered a tank buried on Normandy Beach, which they restored and used in the movie as part of the British Tank Regiment. The Longest Day, a 1962 war film, had its fair share of fascinating stories from behind the scenes. One anecdote involves John Wayne, who played Lieutenant Colonel Benjamin Vandervoort. Wayne was known for performing his own stunts, but for a scene where he had to jump from a second-story balcony, the stunt coordinator insisted on using a stunt double. Wayne refused, jumped, and ended up injuring his ankle, which can be seen in the film. Another story revolves around Robert Mitchum, who played Brigadier General Norman Cota. Mitchum was notorious for his dislike of method acting and took a more relaxed approach to his role. During the filming of a beach scene, Mitchum was seen napping on the beach while other actors were busy preparing. When the director noticed this, Mitchum reportedly said, "When I'm asleep, I'm resting for the next scene. When I'm not in a scene, I'm not working." The film's vast ensemble cast included many notable European actors. One of them, Richard Todd, who played Major John Howard, had a unique connection to the story. Todd had actually participated in the real D-Day invasion as a British paratrooper. He was able to bring a personal touch to his role and even perform some of his own stunts. The Longest Day was one of the most expensive films ever made at the time, with a budget of around $10 million. To save on costs, the film's producers decided to shoot some scenes in black and white, even though the film was primarily in color. This decision was made to utilize leftover black and white film stock from previous productions. Despite the large budget, the film's production faced financial constraints. The crew had to be creative when it came to replicating the massive number of troops involved in the D-Day invasion. They achieved this by using cardboard cutouts and miniatures in some shots. These are just a few of the many intriguing stories from the making of The Longest Day, offering a glimpse into the experiences of the cast and crew during the film's production. In the production of The Longest Day, numerous details required careful attention, one of which was the vast array of props. Prop master Sam Gordon played a crucial role, overseeing the creation or acquisition of thousands of items, including the Rupert doll, designed by Charles Henry Asola. Mel Ferrer, who acted in the film, is often confused with Jose Ferrer and his son Miguel Ferrer. However, Mel Ferrer is not related to them. His own son, Sean Hepburn Ferrer, shared the screen with Audrey Hepburn and they all laughed, portraying a character named Jose, a nod to the Hollywood Inside Circle. Sean Connery, another actor in The Longest Day, was once mistakenly linked to A Night to Remember. It was reported that he played a character who, in reality, was portrayed by Larry Taylor. This misconception highlights the complexity of film production and the importance of fact-checking. The Longest Day, a 1962 war film, holds a significant place in film history. It's known for its epic scale, historical accuracy, and impressive ensemble cast, which includes John Wayne, Henry Fonda, and Sean Connery. The film's depiction of the D-Day invasion during World War II was innovative for its time, using multiple perspectives to tell the story. This approach influenced future filmmaking, particularly in war films. Directors began to explore different narrative styles, moving away from traditional, linear storytelling. The Longest Day's impact can be seen in films like Saving Private Ryan and Band of Brothers, which also use multiple perspectives to depict war. The film's influence extends beyond war films. Its ensemble cast format has been replicated in many subsequent productions, such as the disaster film The Towering Inferno and the heist movie Ocean's 11. These films, like The Longest Day, use a large cast of well-known actors to create a sense of epic scale. The Longest Day also had a significant impact on the way war is depicted on screen. Its focus on historical accuracy, including the use of real military uniforms and equipment, set a new standard for war films. This attention to detail has been carried forward in many subsequent productions, contributing to the realism and impact of these films. In addition, The Longest Day has inspired several subsequent works. The 2001 miniseries Band of Brothers, for example, was based on a book by Stephen Ambrose and produced by Steven Spielberg and Tom Hanks. The miniseries follows the experiences of Easy Company, a parachute infantry regiment in the U.S. Army, from training in the United States through the end of the war in Europe. In conclusion, The Longest Day has left a lasting legacy and influence on film history, impacting future filmmaking and inspiring subsequent works. Its innovative narrative style, ensemble cast format, historical accuracy, and realism have all contributed to its enduring appeal and influence. Robert Mitchum's health was a concern during the filming of The Winds of War in 1983, with discussions of retirement emerging. Despite suffering from pneumonia, he still filmed Maria's Lovers the following year. Richard Burton was featured on a British commemorative postage stamp in 2018, honoring the 200th anniversary of the Old Vic Theatre. The stamp showcases Burton in a 1955 performance of Henry V. Peter Lawford's career took a downturn in the 1960s after being banished from the Rat Pack by Frank Sinatra. This led to his minor role in the 1966 film The Oscar as a washed-up actor, which was seen as an example of typecasting by many in the industry. Rod Steiger, known for his role in The Longest Day, had a brief singing career in the United States Navy during World War II, until his ship's captain put a stop to it. John Wayne, another star of the film, was approached to play the lead in Gunsmoke but declined, recommending his friend James Arness instead. Wayne's status as a major movie star made him an unlikely candidate for a weekly TV series. Eddie Albert, also featured in The Longest Day, met philosopher and humanitarian Dr. Albert Schweitzer while filming The Roots of Heaven in Africa. These anecdotes provide a glimpse into the diverse experiences of the film's cast, both on and off screen. Sean Connery and Jerry Goldsmith shared a long-standing collaboration in film, with the composer scoring 7 of the actors' movies. This partnership included films such as The Wind and The Lion, The Great Train Robbery, and Medicine Man, where Connery's character even sported a ponytail in honor of Goldsmith's distinctive hairstyle. Henry Fonda, a highly respected actor, was ranked number 95 in Empire magazine's list of the top 100 movie stars of all time. Beyond his on-screen work, Fonda co-founded the Plumstead Playhouse in New York in 1968 with Robert Ryan and Martha Scott. The company later co-produced the Broadway production of First Monday in October, starring Fonda and Jane Alexander. We'd love to hear about your personal connections to the 1962 film, The Longest Day. How did this movie affect you when you first saw it? What memories or feelings does it evoke for you? By sharing your stories, you can enrich our appreciation of this classic film and its place in cinema history. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more explorations into the world of movies. Your engagement helps us create more content that you'll enjoy. So, let's get the conversation started. We can't wait to read your